Good morning and welcome to Namaste today, a joyful way to start your day. I'm your host and spiritual life coach, Sensei Christopher Watecki. This audio blogcast is for Thursday, December 8th, 2016. Welcome and Namaste. Well, my friends, today I originally predicted to be sunny and clear, but I'm actually going to upgrade that to sunny and cranky, because when I look at all the planets and what's going on, I think people will be somewhat triggered on the inside. Basically, it's time to grow up, and in the next 36 hours, the sun will conjoin Saturn. This is an annual transit we go through every year, where basically we're forced to grow up. Now, because Saturn is in Sagittarius, we're growing up about what we believe. And we've been growing up about what we believe really all through the year of 2016. Much of the election and everything we went through with our media here in the United States, a lot of this really was all to shift our beliefs. And you have to admit, by the end, we just couldn't believe it, could we? So it is time to kind of finally summarize what this all means. And it comes down to what it all means for you as an individual. And I think that's what might make it a little difficult. You're likely feeling a pressure to decide what it is you believe, or you could say what it is you're going to do with your life next. And this is Sagittarius, if you don't know. Sagittarius is what we believe, and what we believe leads into the sunset. What we believe leads to our life purpose. What we believe in leads to our meaning. So really, everyone in society is kind of trying to struggle with what is life about. And I think, again, the elections and the changes in the power structure we see in politics is forcing that question upon people. So as the sun crosses Saturn, everyone kind of quietly has to decide, what is life really about? What do I believe? What's going to happen? What? Okay, and that's the big question mark of Sagittarius. Now, what's going on underneath the seams here really is the story of the individual. In fact, whether you believe it or not, you are here to be you. And what I mean by that is you are here to be unique. You are here to be something we've never seen before. This is the nature of human beings, actually, is the potential to be a unique aspect of God. Something we've never seen, using the same old flavors and the same old colors, but doing it completely differently in our own unique way. And the problem with belief is we've been kind of taught wrongly that belief is only when everyone else agrees, okay? But that's not how it really works in spirituality. Let me give you an example. A scientist has a theory, goes out and does the research, comes back with the proof, now we believe. The truth is he started with the theory, okay? We didn't believe until he was convinced, and he came back and told us. So belief starts with the individual, okay? You know, you could say Christopher Columbus. We know this isn't true, but Christopher Columbus, insisted the earth was round, not flat. Again, believe what you want. He leaves, he comes back. We decide, oh, he's right. He didn't fall off the side of the earth. But the belief started with the individual having a vision that led somewhere. Now, when we go along our path of beliefs, we get confused. We seem to think, oh, we need to have the sign off of everyone else before we follow our beliefs. No, it's that everyone will believe you after you do it. So belief in yourself is a very private investment in your own uniqueness. It's an investment in what only you know, and the world will not know for a long time after this point. The universe is asking us in the next 24 hours, 36 hours, to commit to something we believe in ourselves. And because of Jupiter in Libra, which is now at step 18, pretty magical because Saturn's at step 18, it is now time to step up and also be responsible to ourself. That's something that's kind of different, that hasn't always gone along with this transit in the past. Not only should we follow and believe in ourselves, but we should step it up and be there for ourselves as well. So why sunny and cranky, Christopher? Well, I think I'm not really telling you anything new. I think everything I'm saying today you already know, but you don't feel like doing it. That's because the moon is in the early degrees of Aries. And so although I believe we know what we have to do, I think each of us know what we believe and what the consequences will likely be. We just don't want to get off the couch and actually have to do it. And, it takes tremendous energy to kind of move forward. And so ironically, in order to be there for ourselves, in order to believe in ourselves and to believe in our vision before the world catches up and agrees with us, we have to muster up the energy and the strength to be stronger and stand taller than we ever had before. And that's really what we're going to feel here in the next 36 hours as the moon crosses Uranus. You may feel very cranky because you have to get up and do something to change your life or commit to something, and a part of you doesn't have the energy and a part of you doesn't want to do it. So this is kind of all of us going through a bit of a Peter Pan syndrome and being reluctant to growing up and following through with what we have to do. Now, let me give you some interesting twists to this whole story real quick before I send you on your day. Again, I think we're in a very powerful time, my friend. I've said it before, I'll just remind you again. This is not just any old time where God says, grow up already. This, I believe, is the period that you were born to live. I believe with the fate of Pluto in Capricorn and Saturn in Sagittarius and Uranus in Aries and Neptune in Pisces, if you know the history of these planets, we're coming to a point where this is the time where what you believe will end up being played out for reals, okay? So don't hesitate. And Venus and Mars are both in Aquarius, which means a lot of us who have Atlantis past lives, a lot of us who are here to bring and restore magic to Earth, magic in the sense of living in peace, living in harmony with the environment. You could call it 5D. The planets are showing that whatever it is you're dedicating to in believing in yourself right now is a part of that greater utopian vision. So, as wacky as it may seem that the Earth is round and not flat, or as wacky as it may feel to stand out on a limb and believe in yourself when no one will, this particular time, according to the planets, is destiny and part of our human evolution into, I guess you could call, harmony or utopia. That's really what the Atlantis vision was. It was a people and a society living in complete harmony with the Earth, and I believe it was destroyed, and that's another story. Okay, so today, try not to be cranky. Today, my friend, talk to that inner child of yours and slowly build yourself up and realize that you're going to have to stand up. You're going to have to be there for yourself. You're going to have to believe when no one else is believing. But I promise you, the outcome is going to be fascinating. Something you were born to see. All right, my friend, that's all I have for your Thursday audio blogcast. Such a pleasure to be of soul service. Thanks to everyone who leaves the comments. Couple of little announcements. Remember, I am having a reading sale right now, a holiday reading sale. So if you want to buy yourself or someone else a reading for the holidays, you can check it out at seriousjoy.tv. And I will be in West Palm Beach tomorrow on Friday. Arriving late tomorrow, but actually it'll be for Saturday. Sorry not to scare everyone. But this Saturday, December 10th, I'll be holding a Love Fest in West Palm Beach. If you'd like to come, there's no admission, but we do like you to RSVP. Details for that are also on the Namaste Today page of seriousjoy.tv. All right, my friend, have a terrific day. Remember, I love you, and live, love, be.
Live, love, be.